Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, the host that's tasked to make sure we make it out of here alive. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you're in a rush. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you have ever worked as a babysitter. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. One last chance to catch the faker. Send Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you have a naked picture of yourself somewhere. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Wow, even on the last task, you couldn't vote together to find the faker. Yeah, it's almost like you gave up. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as video services you pay for, like Netflix, Hulu, etc. Vote for the faker now. Sharing your theories on who you think the faker is the best way to catch them. And the votes were for... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of task you'll all do together. Not into picking your own category? I guess I'll pick one then. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've ever lied about who you voted for. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if your last name is longer than your first name. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it.
I'm Schmitty, and I don't know about you, but I feel like a game of Quiplash. I see you all remembered your names. The rest of the game ought to be easy. Time for round one. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go! Let's see those quips. First up, somebody who would make a terrible soccer goalie. Okay, choose your favorite. Next prompt. A good sign there's an invisible man living in your apartment. Vote now. And next is the best line to say while crying a single tear. Vote away. Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard. Round two is upon us, and all points are doubled. Take that, round one. These better be good. Up first, a bad line to have on your business card. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next in line, what people in the early 1900s probably said when they got electricity for the first time. Ready, set, vote! Moving on, a poor follow-up to the X-rated classic Debbie Does Dallas would be Debbie Blank. It's voting time. And that's all for round two. Fire up the scoreboard. And now round three, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt. Write a quip using these word lash rules. Let's see what you've wrought. It's round 3, and you've got a shiny gold medal to award. Make your pick. All right, let's see who earned those medals. Let's melt those medals down for points. We're done. Let's see the final scores.